Hey Gemini, so this is your monthly reading for July 2020. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and it's a general reading. I don't know if I said that already. The energy is transferable and it can be vice versa. Readings are timeless even when it says July. This should resonate for whenever you come across the video. I was recording the video as I was drawing the cards, and my phone battery died just like it did, or my phone memory ran out just like it did for Virgo. So I'm trying not to cry right now. I made it all the way like 30 minutes into the reading and it hadn't recorded any of it. So I'm just gonna just try to not cry. It was an actually really good reading. It was flowing well, so we'll see if we can get back into that. I'm going to go with time instead of as they were drawn. Okay, Gemini. So for your recent past, we have conditioning. So you might have realized that you had a bit of false conditioning and false programming that had confined you. You see how his paws are tied up. And the people around you are perfectly okay with you dressed up as a sheep, but obviously it was uncomfortable for you. You may have been, within this reading, to clarify the conditioning card, we had the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. So here, I feel as if society or your parents or, your upbringing had brought you to this point where you believed that your wish fulfillment was, as society says it should be, wife, kids, property, stuff like that, or your own personal unrealistic, unfulfilling expectations. And with these unrealistic and these expectations that didn't fit you in the first place, as it doesn't fit this lion, they closed you off to your blessings. Society had told you, maybe society or your parents or whatever, your upbringing had taught you that the goal is to look as self-sustainable as possible and to show everybody that you have everything, your cups in line, you know what you're doing and everything like that, but you're closing off from your blessings. Here you have the heart chakra closed off by crossed arms. So this is blocking blessings, and who knows what's behind that curtain. So it's like showing the face that you have all your shit together, but underneath you're like, this doesn't fit, this doesn't feel right, I don't want this. And then also for your recent past with the Shadowscapes deck, we had the 2 of Cups in reverse. So, with this realization that this doesn't fit, there was some kind of disharmony or possible lack of communication in a relationship, job, or whatever you had your heart tied into in the recent past. This was something that you were devoted to. It could have been school or work, but it also, with the Hierophant, it could have been a marriage or a very soulmate type situation that you were just very devoted to and put your all into. So with the 2 of Cups in reverse, it's a disharmony, realizing that this doesn't fit. There was a truth that was realized, some kind of clarity that was had that left you feeling exhausted, pinned down, possibly defeated. Or you could have felt stabbed in the back. This could be, a dishonest partner or a dishonest job, or, anything that left you feeling defeated. Clarity was had, and I feel like you moved yourself out of that, because for your current situation right now, we have the Chariot in reverse. So with the Chariot in reverse, it means you stop moving towards something. You stop moving towards something. So to clarify the Chariot in reverse, we have the 6 of Swords. So here you're stopping movement towards something, and now you're moving away and moving towards something else. And what you're moving towards is something with equal give and take, something harmonious, something very, very balanced, and equal give and take again. Something youthful, passionate, possibly very, very flirty for some of you. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be anything. So it's something that makes you feel youthful, passionate, a little bit giggly, perhaps, but in general, it might bring you some inspiration, passion, stuff like that. Also, for your current situation, we have the Four of Fire, participation. So this is again equal give and take. This is the third time we've had reciprocative energy. You see the hands are flipped up, one down. There's the harmony symbol here. There's a lot of balance and vibrant energy, a lot of inspiration, passion in your current situation. So with the Chariot in reverse in your current situation, you stopped moving towards something, that no longer fit, no longer felt good. You've stopped moving towards that, and now you're moving on to something very fulfilling, young, new, equal give and take. You've moved on. You've moved away from all of those sorrowful emotions, the things that kept you, the situation that kept you feeling pinned down. Whether that's that, it doesn't have to be a person or a job or anything. It could even be your own toxic thoughts tying you down. Because of this false fit conditioning, it's very likely that some of you have negative self-talk. You have to check yourself in negative thought processes. You might have obsessive thoughts, old thought patterns, old behavior patterns. You might be projecting old situations onto current situations, and that keeps you tied up, and it keeps you away from this equal give and take, this harmony, this new beginning, this new offer, what you're moving towards. So now you're moving away from this toxicity, maybe your own toxicity or a toxic relationship, toxic job, but you're moving on from that now. And then for your abilities this month, we had the King of Swords, or the Knight of Swords, I'm sorry. So this is some youthful, you have intellect, you have knowing, you have clarity, but you also have youthful, impulsive, perhaps sharp-tongued energy. And to clarify that, we had the Page of Swords. Again, someone very impulsive, someone a little bit like a know-it-all and can harm others with their words. You are very reliable, you are capable, you are powerful, and you are stable within yourself. You don't need anybody else, but it does feel nice to give to others. It does feel nice to have a balance between giving to yourself, giving to others, and that's what puts you in your power, your Queen of Pentacles. When you have all the intellect, all the knowing, all the clarity, plus the compassion, plus the giving, the loving, that's when you can truly be this very, very stable, capable human, and that's when the blessings can flow in. That's when new beginnings can blossom, abundance comes pouring in with work, everything, money, love, all of that, when you can master intellect, clarity, and compassion and grounding. For your love, passions, and interests for July, we have the Death card in reverse. So this could be you holding yourself back from a new cycle. It's kind of like the Devil card. It's, resisting old lessons that need to be learned, resisting change within yourself, resisting your own growth perhaps. There might have been old cycles that were never closed out for you, and they are holding you back from and to clarify the Death card in reverse, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and all of these cards. Obviously, I was like, oh, what is this? What is this Death card? So with this, you're holding yourself back with the Death card. It's like you're keeping yourself from that Phoenix moment. You're keeping yourself from accepting new stable offers that, perhaps people are offering you new job with stability, abundance, and, financial security. This could mean a relationship with an earth sign for some of you. But it is something very attractive, something very exciting, very inspiring, passionate. You have passion for this. It is something that looks very good to you, something that you do want. But there is a little bit of what seems like false conditioning that you're breaking away from still, and it might be flooding into July still a little bit. But it's going to take, realizing the wake-up call, listening to the wake-up call, having good judgment, and seeing through your own bullshit, trying not to hold yourself back anymore. You are very, very, again, we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Empress, which is kind of like, you're empowered, you're capable, you're abundant, you're very blessed and highly favored, especially as a Gemini. You're able to get things for yourself, but also there is that issue of the mind. So this suggestion here to overcome these false conditioning, false thought patterns, and old habit patterns possibly, or, coming out of an old relationship that you need to let go of, whatever it is, what it takes to get through this is rest, rejuvenation, reflection, possibly doing like a pros and cons list. You don't even have to show anybody, but, going through and laying down your swords, seeing what's gotten me here this far, what has worked, what hasn't worked, what am I going to take with me moving forward, what am I going to leave behind, kind of like cutting ties from things that no longer serve you, but doing it in clarity and not in a busy head panic type of ego, your old ego toxic stuff, or doing how society believes you should do it. This is doing things your way and finding what exactly that is. For the future, we have the Queen of Wands. So you might be dealing with a lot of either one or many very egocentric people, very selfish people that are, what about me, what about me, what about me, gimme, more type stuff. This could also be very like impulsive, just not... Anyways, not the best of energies, but the way to maneuver this is through compassion and not force. You yourself also might be faced with becoming a little bit impulsive and fiery towards the end of the month. But either way, the way to maneuver this, no matter what the story is to step out of your comfort zone. Trust yourself, trust the divine plan, not to be impulsive, but to be grounded and trusting and step out into something new with compassion, love, patience. If she were to use force with this lion, it would bite off her hand. You are ultimately capable of maneuvering any situation, any ego that comes your way, whether it's yours or someone else's. Ultimately, because this is in the future position as well. So we have, for both of your future positions, it's telling you how to maneuver and collaborate with others. Because here we have the healing. So we have a lot of blue here. The thumb is on the throat chakra. We have yellow and we have green on the heart chakra. So yellow, we have the solar plexus, we have the heart chakra, and we have the throat chakra. And you're clearing your water towards the end of the month so that you can become a better collaborator, have integrity, work, stable, solid work. People are watching you and you want to do well by others. You want to do well with others. You want to be able to maneuver any kind of person that's thrown at you, whether they be a dickhead or not. You want to be able to maneuver that with integrity and as a champ, and have that new beginning without any kind of hiccups in controversy, no more controversy. I'm going to pull one guide card for you, one medicine card. Well, we'll do... Oh, well, when I was shuffling, the Raven card did pop out, so that's very interesting. We're not going to take all those. So, Raven card in reverse, 16. Raven is kind of like the magic medicine, so this might mean remember your magic or tap into your magic, listen to your intuition, but it can mean the boomerang is coming home. If you've wished, whoa, watch out for this. Okay. If you have wished harm to another, beware. You have asked for this harm to teach you in turn what it feels like. If you have not been wishing evil on another, contrary Raven, may be bringing you a warning that you are not equipped to move on into another level of consciousness until you have mastered the one you are currently working with. On another level, Raven may be telling you that you have forgotten the magic of life and have settled into a mundane rut. If this rut suits you and you do not want to experience the extraordinary magic in your life, ask Raven to fly through your dreams and give you a taste of its medicine. If you do, you may never be the same again. It may also portend to some of smoky, confused messages that you cannot see or hear because of your intellect, which this is probably you because we're Gemini, is insisting that the magic is not real. If you cannot imagine or pretend, due to your lack of faith in magic or miracles, healing cannot take place. Raven may be pecking at the door to your consciousness, but you will not receive unless you clear the smoke and seek the other realms of imagination and awareness where magic lives. You may need to seek a trained shaman to clear the energy field you have created. You may need to block some negative energy sent by another person or cancel the harm or you've wished on someone else. Keep it clean. This is a message. When the magic moves into a smoky shadow, seek healing and clearing of intention, then reach for the stars and honor Mother Earth and all living things. Ground your energy so that the manifestation of the magic can occur. Do this in love and simplicity. Never go beyond that which you have prepared and trained for. Life is good, so use the magic to aid an entire family of Earth. Okay, so take that as it resonates. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share. Donations are appreciated, and thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful month.